Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. The recent patch included buffs to numerous mercenaries, but it also included some very important bug fixes, such as bug fixes to Brann. Brann's Summit Campfire ability actually works now. Yeah, it's actually a functional ability. Summit Campfire. Fire ability, gain +5 frost resistance. This turn enemies who have acted take critical damage. And this applies to enemies who have acted before Brann uses this ability, and enemies who act after Brann uses this ability, and of course before you use some abilities that damage them. And alright, so now we have a potential new fire comp, because we can just put Brann on the board, click Summit Campfire, then we can put Ragnar's on the board, click Die Insects, and we can put Baron on the board and click Inferno, and boom! Things will start exploding. Because people are now farming Acolyte of Cthulhu for those Cthulhu and the Finley coins, this comp gathered some attention because that critical damage, you can actually deal critical damage to that Acolyte of Nesot and complete the boss fight pretty quickly with Brann, Ragnar's and Geddon. However, there are quite severe downsides to this comp. This comp kind of makes fire back into this glass cannon style. This is far weaker for climbing than the Yulon comp. This is immensely weaker for climbing than the Balinda comp. So I actually don't recommend this for climbing heroic bounties at all, because I already, in even a little testing, I already had several fights where I lose mercenaries if I try to climb with this. This is not the way you want to play with fire if you're in heroic bounties. Maybe in normals, and in heroic bounties, there's like, you could have Brann on the bench instead of Alex Strasser, for example, so then you could bring Brann to the Acolyte of Nesot fight, and there might be some boss fights, because with Brann equipment, you can tune what your resistances are. Summit Campfire only gives resistance to Brann itself, but Trusty Whip gives resistance to your other characters as well, and naturally it's frost damage, but you can also tweak it to be fire resistance, or you can tweak it to be shadow resistance. The best gear in general for Brann in this comp is Extra Spirit, because it gives Brann plus 12 health, so that gives Brann the most survivability. Faster abilities doesn't really make much of a difference here, and that tiny bit of extra health is of course just downright worse than Extra Spirit, but modifying that resistance might be useful in some boss encounters. So there's a possibility that this kind of comp can be used so that Brann is on the bench while you climb, and then you bring Brann out for the boss so that you can get the right resistances, you can get the right critical damage, and then you can do things with that. But as it stands, I cannot recommend this form of fire comp for climbing. And I will show you examples of its struggles during a climb and its success against the Acolyte. And thank you to my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers for the support that allows me to keep doing these guides. And now, let's go take a look at Brann's good moments and bad moments in action. Okay, Acolyte of Nesot with the new fire comp, the Brann fire comp. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, starting to take critical damage. Critted by that one, critted by that one. Very nice. This character uses same ability to take 25 damage. I don't think I mind. Let's go. Whee! Tentacles. Many tentacles, handle it. Okay. Then the tentacles will die. Apart from the last tentacle, the giant tentacle. Right. We'll keep pushing. Brann dies. Makes no difference. We even have Alex on the bench. Although that wouldn't strictly be necessary here. But pow. Okay, Brann fire against double gangster, but a bit of a problem here. These turn enemies who have acted take critical damage, but you can't force them to take double crit damage. So they already take crit from Rag, and they act after Geddon. So this does nothing except for enables Geddon's ability. Whereas Trusty Whip deals some damage but doesn't enable the combo on Geddon. So I still have to do the Summit Campfire here. And die Insects and Inferno. And then we're trying to blast a little bit. Get them boys. But we don't blast quite enough. And then, well, 7 speed. Things are going to be happening. So I have to prevent as many of these from hitting as I can. Which means that I need to Trusty Whip into one of these, and I need to Magma Blast into another. Then I need to Inferno. And... oh boy. That's a bit of a problem now, isn't it? Yep, there goes Geddon. Well, that's a bummer. We're going to Trusty Whip here, and we're going to Magma Blast there, and we're going to Blazing Song into that one. No spell school either, so can't get any Brann equipment that would help. Yeah. Brann fire versus double gangster, the nerfed double gangster. Not looking too hot. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.